And here we are. We're going live. We're doing audio levels check. I've got Diesel here.
Yeah, you sound good on stream. Maybe a little bit quiet.
I can bump that up a little bit. How do you
And
sound?
I'm super quiet on the stream.
Let me bump you up a little bit too then.
Yeah.
I've got you at minus 25 right now. Let me see. I don't know if that's quite enough or not.
Test, test, test. Oh yeah, that's perfect.
Awesome. Now watch the game be way too loud. And then we have other issues.
Yeah, the game's is weird sometimes with the audio, but should be fine.
I'm not hearing anyone chat saying they can't hear us, so
Yeah,
sounds
I
like
think
all's good.
everybody's here. Um,
I'm just gonna
yeah.
hang out
So
here
whenever you're
until I'm just gonna wait till 7, and then we'll
okay.
we'll do the Dynamis Kingpins. That's just managed game, right?
Yeah, you just manage game, and then it'll give you a screen, and you hit start. Um, yeah, but before you hit start, I would go to um, see the general game options at the in the middle.
Yep.
Scroll down until you see ball size.
Yep.
Okay, it's already on very big, so you're fine.
And I think I also disabled
That's
camera follow.
no, that's all fine.
Yep.
Yeah, I would turn off camera follow if I was you, but that depends. Uh, which I think it's already off for you.
Yep. I know Persimmon and I went. And Tristan is saying y'all are good.
Yeah, should be good to go.
All right. Chat, bear with me on this. I've never called play by play in sports before, so these first few games are gonna be a little rough.
Yeah,
That's all right though. We're all in this together.
yeah, like the High School Musical song.
I was actually going with just like the default theme of 2020 that everyone wants to use.
Yeah, we're in this together, even though you're all at home. No,
Even though we're not really doing anything.
yeah. It's like even though you're in a pandemic, please buy our car.
Because we need money too.
Basically.
Oh, nice. Looks like after this, I'll be checking out a movie in 7.1 surround sound.
Sounds.
I think it's going to be Nightmare Before Christmas.
Uh-uh.
Getting that Halloween theme all set up and ready to go.
I see. Wait.
I guess I could kind of go over the matchup here. So it actually looks fairly even with a slight edge to the Kingpins. Um, Pitching matchups pretty close to 37 up to 35.
Yeah.
Looks like
I don't. I'm not sure what the what do you call it? What the like what people's strategies are for spring training. I know I just threw anybody that has like a reasonable secondary position. I put them there so that they'd get like free fielding experience. But I'm not sure if people are just like doing their normal lineups or whatnot.
gotcha.
Like I'm in left field right now, but I'm probably gonna play the season at third. But yeah, Dynamo should be good. I think they said they had like 8 active batters this year, which is pretty decent.
Awesome. Hopefully Johnny Bluto can do a little bit better. Looks like he's 167 spring training right now. That's not good enough for a 47 overall, in my opinion.
Is that I think that's career versus Gonzalez. So I'm
Oh.
not sure if that's versus Gonzalez.
Oh
in
yeah,
spring training.
that is versus Gonzalez. You're right.
I wonder if that's in spring training or in his entire career. I'd have to assume in spring training he's 2 for 12 because I guess they probably already faced pitchers a couple of times.
All right, it's 7, so we are going ahead and getting started here with spring training. This is what I'm worried about if the game audio is a bit too loud.
Yeah, it is what it is.
All right, so we got Todd Gonzalez pitching, Vincent Avon batting here. And here we go. First swing is a grounder to third for the first out. Next up, we have Johnny Tsunami, who grounds to the pitcher, who will toss it to first for out number 2. Johnny Pluto now up and strikes out. Up, we have Parker Beauchamp versus Ian the Igloo. First pitch. Liner to center field, and that'll be a base hit. Derek Bona up now. That gets through into left field. Runner stays at second. Keith Lee up to bat now. Swings, and another liner over to left field. Runner will make it for home, and he will score. 1-0 Kingpins. Zach Mouse now up here. And strikes out. Vinny Picone up. Also strikes out. 2 strikeouts for Ian the Igloo so far. And he'll strike out the side. The 1-0 Kingpins. Leo Bloomfield up. And he'll ground out to first. Matthew Edwards up. And he'll ground out to short, who'll make it to first for the second out. AJ Krishna here. And a deep fly ball to left field. It's that back at the warning track and caught for the third out. Alex Frank up.
Can you click for every play?
I'm clicking it, yeah.
Yeah. If you just click and go forward, just like and just you don't have to click anywhere. Just click on the screen.
All right.
And where that little green bar is that says pause between at bats, just press that.
All right.
And it'll go automatically.
Alrighty. Chungus up here, lines out to left field. Roach up, grounded to third, and over to first for the third out. Still 1-0. Top of the third we go. We have Fox up to bat, grounds out to second, and makes the throw to first. Drake up to bat, and he's hit by the pitch. Hopefully he's all right there. Spencer up to bat, over to second, to short, but unable to turn 2. And he's going to steal second, and he's safe. Let's see if Avon can bring him home here. Just a short dribbler to catcher, and cannot make the play. Bottom of the third here, we have Beauchamp back up. Another liner over to left field. Derek Bone up to bat, up to steal from Beauchamp, and he will be safe. Runner on second for Boney. Grounded to short. Runner in second will stay. Lee here, and a pass ball to catcher. Beauchamp is going to third, and he will make it easily. Lee will now walk. Ian needs to hit his spots here. Mouse up to bat, gets it to the right center. He'll make it to the warning track, and 1 runner to score. But it will not be 2. Going up to bat. Deep fly ball to right field. Caught. Runner will not try to make it for home. Frank up to bat. Deep fly ball to center field. Going back to the warning track and caught for the final out. We now have Tsunami up to bat here. Grounds to second and make it to the first for the first out. Pluto up to bat. Grounded to the pitcher. Now it'll be 2 down. Bloomfield up to bat. Grounded to first. We'll toss it to the pitcher for the third and final out. Frank up to bat here. Deep fly ball to right field, back to the warning track, and that'll go for at least 2 bases. Oh, he's going for 3. And he is safe. Big Chungus up to bat. Fly ball into center field. Frank will tag up for home here, and he is safe. 3-0 Kingpins. Roach up to bat. Deep fly ball to left field, going back to the warning track, and it is caught. Beauchamp up to bat. Gets it past first base. Nice base hit there. Boney up to bat. The Champ is going for second, and he gets it. With runner in scoring position here, Boney will hit it to third for the third and final out.
Alrighty, my turn. Looking here, Dallas, quite cold. It's a bit blurry for me trying to reach the distance. I'm not sure if that. Let me try to fix this. Okay, there's no way to do it. This Krishna struck out Fox now, and Fox will ground out to the shortstop. And we are going to go to the bottom of the fifth. The Kingpin still up 3-0 here, as they're going to get a single from Keith Lee. Zach Mouse now, who's exhausted with these back-to-back games. Give me a second here. I got to back out for a second.
Desasar up to bat here. Frank strikes out. The bases loaded. Chungus can't make anything either with the bases loaded.
Sorry about that.
Good.
People knocking on my door for stuff I don't know. I don't know any Wi-Fi password. Anyway, Dallas still quite cold here, as the looks like Drake is going to ground out to the third baseman, Spencer to the first baseman, and Avon does the same. Dallas still scoreless here, down 3-0. Chicago still has their 3 runs, as they're going to go up to bat again here. And ground out to first advances the runner, but they get the out. And that's going to drop into left field. No, they're going to stay on the corner. So still 3-0 here. 10 hits for the Kingpins already. And that's going to drop right in front of the fielder, and it's going to be a double. Puts a runner home, puts 2 runners in scoring position here. Chicago up 4-0 with 1 out. Strikeout there by Mouse. And Mellon to the second baseman, throws the first, gets the out. So they score just the 1 run, but they do threaten. Dallas is going to be here in the top of the 7th, up to bat. Looks like Johnny Tsunami first, who is going to ground it to the third baseman for out number 1. And Pluto will strike out. Bloomfield now with 2 outs is going to ground out to the shortstop. So Dallas, ice cold here through 7 innings. Chicago up by 4. Go to the bottom of the 7th. And it looks like Nicola de Cesar dropped third strike, I believe, and they throw them out at first. Alex Frank over the first baseman's head into right field for a single. We have Big Chungus. Big Chungus hits a high fly ball to right field, and it's caught at the warning track for out number 2. 2 outs, runner on, and that should be out number 3 to the center fielder unless he drops it, and he makes the catch. Chicago here, seeing if they have any life here in the 8th inning. And that's a line drive to the center fielder for out number 1. And Krishna will strike out for out number 2. And last but not least, Fox will strike out. So 8 innings. 8 innings for Dallas. Still scoreless. A strikeout there by Pete Pinocchio for the Kingpins. Still up 4-0. Spike Suzuki drops that into right field for a single. Ronnie Anderson to second baseman, gets the force out at second, but runner gets to first safely. 2 outs here. Zach Mouse will ground out to the first baseman. So Dallas yet to score here. Chicago 3 outs away from 3 outs away from perfection, possibly. Although this is going to be a close play. That's out number one. Spencer drops that in the left field, and that's going to be the first hit of the game for Dallas here in the top of the ninth inning. What I believe was a perfect game until now is now just a shutout, but they do get the second out. And hit up the middle. That's going to be their second hit of the game now. As it puts 2 on here with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Last chance for Dallas. Pluto to the third baseman. Throws to first, and they drop it. They drop the ball, so bases loaded here with 2 outs. And Bloomfield will strike out. So Chicago wins. Goes perfect for 8 and a third innings of, I want to say, multiple pitchers.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that would have factored in with the HBP, with the perfect game. But other than that, you're right. There were no walks.
Oh, it was a hit by pitch. Okay, yeah, that would have been just a no hitter. But yeah.
Tom Gonzalez, 4 innings pitch, no hits, 1 strikeout. I actually do not know where the player of the game is at in this screen.
Very bottom. It'd be Beauchamp.
Gotcha. Beauchamp wins player of the game, which makes sense. He was 3 for 3 with 2 runs and 2 home runs.
Yeah, very impressive from both the pitchers. They're going 4 innings each without giving up a hit until that ninth inning. Oh, and stream closed on me.
Yep, I closed it because I needed to jack your volume up.
Oh, okay.
All right. That'll do it for the first game of spring training.
Yeah.
Rest of the minors here, we have the Swiss Steeds toppling over the 66ers 7-5. Ratatouille picking up the wins. Bones taking the loss. Drozdov taking player of the game. We have the Wheelers losing to the Armadillos 11-8. Morgan picking up his first win of the spring training. Danielson taking the loss. Player of the game going to Boucher. We have the Kansas City Hepcats going to a nice 6-9 record, beating the Mounties 5-2. Nelson with the win, Greer with the loss, Bland with the player of the game. Let's head on over to the major leagues, and we will go ahead and go to the next day. All right, just taking a quick look here. I'm sure we've seen plenty of Death Valley games in spring training so far.
The only thing I could really say is, well, I was gonna say Death Valley because it's a really good pitching matchup. Other than that, Vancouver and Rougarous are both pretty close in pitching. Spin Rate and Young is a good matchup. It's really up to you.
I see someone in the chat going Nashville, so I'm going to defer to the chat for this one.
Wilkin Fuss versus Bispic. That's a good matchup too.
We'll go Nashville Raptors.
Both pitchers here kind of underperforming in spring training, but again, that's what spring training is for, is to kind of get all the bugs out.
Absolutely agree. And just taking a quick look at the lineups, it looks like it's pretty close here. With 5 going to the Stars and 4 going to Boise. And as you said, it was pretty even when it comes to pitching.
Yeah, definitely these are 2 teams that are going to be competing for a playoff spot in the West. Very, very stacked division.
All right, here we go to get things started. First up, we have Johnson leading off, who will get a bloop over to center field for a base hit. Thought about 2 there, but won't be moving forward. Now he's going for 2 during the pitch, and he is safe. Let's see if guys can get him home here. Cannot. Oh, he did get him. There's 2 outs. Yep. Chris King now up for Boise. Trying to see if they can answer back. Ben Reese up to bat. Grounds the short for the second out. Sabor up to bat. Bloop over in left center. He's going for 2. And he's safe. McDavitt will walk here. So with runners on first and second, let's see if Esso can do anything to bring the threat home, and he cannot. Strike 3. Brunson up. Fly ball deep right field, and that is gone for a home run. My first home run of spring training. 1-0 Nashville. Svanberg up to bat. Fly ball in the right field, and that'll be caught for the first out. Fry now takes his cut here. Gets another deep fly ball in the left field, but just not enough. Meredith up to bat, and he will strike out. We have Jack Sanderson and Chisholm Boone up for the Raptors. Jack strikes out. Anderson gets a fly ball in the center, but not sure enough. Chisholm Boone will ground to second, and that'll be the second inning. 1-0 Stars. Rose up to bat. The ground to the pitcher. He'll turn and make the throw to first in time. Philly fan up, and he will strike out. Johnson up. Johnson gets a nice fly ball back to the warning track, and that will be caught for the third out. What a nice catch there, too.
Yeah, all that at the warning track.
J Doctor there, striking out. Chris King, former Vandal, and he will ground to second. Ben Reese will ground to short for the third out. Going to the fourth inning here. We're still 1 Stars, 0 Boise. Definitely a great pitcher's duel starting to brew here. And Geist gets a 4-pitch walk to start off the fourth inning. Buswell will strike out right after. And Geist will try to take second, and he'll get it. So with a runner in scoring position, let's see if the Stars can add on. Brunson will fly out to right field. And Svanberg will get this one deep in the left field, and that is gone for a 2-run blast. It is now 3-0 Stars. We'll see if they can keep adding on here. As Fry takes his cut. Pops out to, looks like third baseman is the one that calls for it. Let's see if the Raptors here can give any answers to the Nashville's 2 bombs so far. Sabor up to bat. Does nothing. McDavitt up. Grounds to first for the second out. And Esso is now up. It's a fly ball to right field, almost down the line, and he'll just get a single out of it. J.D. Jack's up to bat, and he'll strike out. 2 hits for Raptors and nobody out.
Yeah, so Nashville definitely kind of proven people wrong so far about them not having the offense. Definitely hitting very well in spring training, as Meredith will start us off with a fly out to the warning track at center field. Rose grounding out to second, and Philly fan now, and Philly fan will hit a line drive to the first baseman, round number 3. So Stars go 1, 2, 3 in that inning, and go back to Boise here, down by 3. We have Lonnie Anderson, who's going to strike out. Florida man into pitch now, throwing a absolute gas, over 100 miles an hour. We'll strike out Chisholm Boone, no surprises there. Well over 100 stuff, it seems. J Doctor, weak hit to the shortstop, throws to first, and that's out number 3. So, Boise still scoreless here. Nashville gonna get a chance to bat again, and they'll start off with a infield single by Johnson. Hunter and Geese now. Hunter and Geese to the shortstop, throws to second, throws to first, and that's a double play. Jason Buswell is going to get walked. Brunson strikes out, and that's out number 3. So, Boys are going to get another chance here. I see Rabbit in the chat saying hello. see you. Nice to have everybody watching the stream. As a fielder ran through a wall there. Not sure what happened, but it's a double. They hit that ball 109 miles an hour. Smoke. Go to the top of the seventh. Svanberg, the DH, will strike out to start us off. Brandon Fry, hitting 352 in spring training so far, is going to strike out. Wendell Tintin Meredith will strike out, and that's out number 3. So, bottom of the seventh now, Boise trying to put some offense together, but nothing as of yet. As Stevie So will take a walk back to the dugout. JD Jacks now straight to the first baseman for out number 2, and Lonnie Anderson fly ball to left field is caught. So Boise still goose eggs on the scoreboard as Nashville's going to get a chance to hit. And Rose will start off with a walk. Philly fan. Looks like it was a bunt attempt for strike. I'm not sure what happened there. And line drive to the center fielder for out number 2. Kevin Hunter. Shallow to the center fielder is caught. Oh, that was out number 2. Never mind. And then Geese grounds out to third baseman for out number 3. So offense kind of dried up here for both teams in recent innings. We go back to Boise, still scoreless. And we're going to start off with a ground out by Chasen Boom. J Doctor is going to walk. Voice is low and field music loud.
Yeah, I was gonna adjust that after the bottom of the ninth here.
Yeah, we can figure it out after this. Yeah, the game gets really loud. It's kind of a pain.
Gotcha.
Just in general, I don't know why this game is so loud. Like whenever I play Perfect Team and I open packs, I just mute it. It's way too loud. We're gonna have a walk by Brunson here. Top of the ninth. Nashville's still up by 3. And make it 5. As that one's through the scoreboard. 2-run homer by Svanberg, who's seems to be jacking him in spring training here with what's that, 7 home runs already? Maybe 8 now? Yeah, 8 home runs in spring training. Absolutely crushing the ball. Meredith with 2 outs will fly out for out number 3. So Boise down by 5, bottom of the ninth. Last chance here to try to catch up in this game. And they're gonna start out with a pop fly by Petra Sabor for out number 1. Connor McDavitt to the third baseman, throws to first. That's out number 2. Iso, last chance here. Will strike out looking.
Awesome. And I just adjusted some stuff in Windows here. You might have seen something pop up.
Yeah, it's all the volume.
And I boosted my volume a little bit. I'll boost it up a little bit more. I'm hitting yellow now in OBS, so it's saying I'm loud enough. But chat can agree or disagree if they would like.
Yeah.
I mean, I can boost my own a ton if I want to. outside of what OBS can do.
Yeah, he's got fancy technology.
Oh, yes, I do. Taking a look at the line score here, is Vanberg with a nice 2-for-4 performance, but still 4 RBIs. As Vanberg was actually responsible for one of those home runs for Nashville. Taking a look at Boise, no real standouts. In fact, only 3 players getting a hit that game. Nice pitching performance from Wilkenfuss. Bisquick, hopefully he can turn that around, giving up 2 home runs in just 4 innings pitched. Bjorn Svanberg will be your player of the game.
Yeah, Bisquick definitely kind of a victim of that whole flamethrower arc. You either kind of have it or you don't, and if you don't, it gets ugly pretty quick. The, with the high velo pitches, sometimes they get sent for home runs.
Take a look around the rest of the league here. We've got the Vandals 14-1 over the Rougarous. 43 picks up his second win of the season. Nakamura picks up his second loss. McMuffin here with player of the game. The Aviators take down the Crabs 3-1. Cato with his second win of the spring training. Urquides Garcia with his second loss. McDank picks up the save. Esposito picks up player of the game. The Toros take down the Detroit Demons 7-5. Spin rate with the win. Young with the loss. Trevino with the save. And Quick with player of the game. The Supernovas take down the Foxes 9-1. Thanks to 19 hits of the Supernovas. Nutt gets his third win of the season. Rune takes his fourth loss. And Red Arrow with player of the game. The Scorpions stay perfect in spring training so far, taking down the Voyagers 11-6. Balkan gets his fourth win of the season. Choate takes the second loss, and Arum takes player of the game. Sloss take down the Apex 10-8. Thanks largely in part just to, looks like it was 8-0 after the third inning for the Apex, and just a huge collapse in pitching, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Shinkansen picks up his third win. No Hands takes the first loss of the season. Rayner picks up his second save, and Dominguez Jr. with player of the game. I don't know about you, but if I'm the Crabs, I'd be a little worried right now.
Yeah, it's spring training is one of those things. It's hard to judge. Like I don't know like how seriously you can take like a bad start, but definitely something just to consider a little bit maybe. But yeah, like you see Death Valley 13-0, like that's pretty clear that they're gonna dominate the regular season. But um, yeah, I wouldn't take too much stock into it. But I know Providence is definitely not the team that they used to be, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they fare this season.
We'll do OBX is in the majors, right? They're the other new expansion
No,
team.
OBX is an old team.
Okay, I'm not
uh,
too
two
familiar
two
with.
new yeah, two new teams are Kashima and Apex.
All right,
Um, yeah,
we'll hit next time we hit the majors, we'll hit OBX next. I'm taking a look here. Looks like the Hepcats and the Mounties is going to be a pretty good matchup here.
yeah. I always just say Mounties because best team, but pure
Actually,
opinion.
this will be good then. Your Mounties biased with my Hepcats biased.
There you go.
Take a look at the matchup here. It's pretty split. We got the not in the pitching, but
Whoa, 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 whoa! What is up with the lineup? That is not right at all.
what seems to be the issue here?
Um, well, what isn't the issue? I should be batting first. Toot Bland should be like second. Brewer should be like seventh. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Spring training is really messed up, but yeah, it's totally like incorrect. But that's not on you. That's just on OOTP being really stupid.
Alrighty then. Well, here we
Yeah,
go.
I don't know position list or what. Yeah.
We're here in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mounties
Apparently, I am batting first.
start with the leadoff walk, and Dawson Jr. gets the walk, trying to steal second, and he is thrown out.
They got me. Of course they.
And strike 3 called on Kennedy here. Gravy up to bat. Gravy gets a dribbler down the third baseline, and that'll be a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Mounties. We got the Hepcats up here. Thraller's up to bat. Checks his swing, but still called the strike 3. Washington up. Gets a little bloop over in the left field, but is still caught. Justice up and just hits it right back to the pitcher. 1-2-3 inning for the Hepcats. Top of the second here, we have Kirkby up. Gets a nice fly ball to the warning track in right field, and that'll be 2 bases to lead off the inning. Let's see if they can get him home. Bland will strike out. Slice will also strike out swinging. Brewer up. Also strikes out swinging, and Hammond Smith gets out of the threat. He's striking out the side. Stewart up for the Hepcats, and he'll draw a leadoff walk. Hodge up to bat. It's a deep fly ball in the left field. Stewart thought about taking second, but stays on first. Marksman will draw a full count walk. Joe up to bat. Hits it to third, and they're only able to get 1 out here. Alderson trying to make the most of it and just pops out to the catcher to end the threats with the runners on the corners. It is still 0-0. Top of the third now for the Mounties. Galati gets a nice fly ball, but just not able to get far enough. Jackson now up, and he will strike out swinging. Dawson here, and another nice hit to center field. That'll be a single here, 2-out single. Kennedy up, and will fly out to left for the third out. Mounties can't do anything with Dawson on first. Prius up to bat for the Hepcats. Rips one right down the first base line, and he's trying for 2. Oh, he thought about for 3 there with second, just holding the ball there, but doesn't do anything. Thraller's up. Frias gets to third, but it will ground out to first. Washington up will just ground it right to first. Justice now up, gets it right through second base here, and that'll be 1-0 Hepcats for the first run of the game. Let's see if the Hepcats can keep this rally going. Stewart up to bat, back and deep into center field, and it'll be caught for the third out. 1-0 Hepcats. Mounties have a chance to respond here in the fourth. Gravy up to bat will fly out to center field. Kirkby will be walking. Bland up. Bland looks very tired, too. He must be playing a lot during the spring training here, and he'll just give a routine fly out to center field. Slice his strikeout swinging, and that'll end the Mounties' threat. Bottom of the fourth here, and Hodge will hit one down third base for a base hit. Marksman here tries to get it past first, but is unable to. He's able to move up the runner, though. Joe gets a fly ball here, and Hodge will not try to tag up and take third. Alderson will strike out looking.
Alrighty. So Mazeroski, decent start, and same goes for the Hepcats pitcher. Was able to go 4 scoreless here as Gelati is going to get on first with a walk with 1 out here. Andre Jackson, that might be a double play, and it is. So just like that, the Mounties are going to go back on defense. Down just by 1 here. Good pitching duel so far. Yeah, with all these back-to-back games, no breaks, catchers definitely getting worked. Almost all of them are tired, so hopefully it's not hurting them too much. But get a double there from Dollars, and they're gonna try to steal third. And I think they got caught, and they did get caught stealing at third. So definitely a lot harder to steal nowadays than it used to be. And Mark Washington with a strikeout. I think it's going to be Peter Dawson Jr. to lead us off. And he will strike out. We have John F. Kennedy now, who flies out to left field. Excuse me. Ooh. And Chili Gravy strikes out. Still 1-0 here. Go to the bottom of the sixth. We have Tex Justice grounds out to the second baseman, throws to first. Andrew Stewart grounding out also to the first baseman. And Dylan Hodge, pop fly, magically appears in the glove of, I want to say, the second baseman there. Not sure who was running over. And we'll get another chance here for the Mounties in the seventh. And we're going to start off with a single to left field by Orion Kirkby, having a good spring training so far and a good game. Tuplan is going to get hit, so on top of being exhausted, getting pegged by balls, you hate to see it. Jimbo slice now. Jimbo slice. Ooh, caught at the warning track by the left fielder. Route number 1. Full count for Brewer. Third baseman throws the second, throws the first, and that's a double play. So Mounties just can't get anything to go their way. A lot of good defense from the Hepcats are gonna have to hold them off again here as Marksman flies out in the infield. JoJo checks their swing, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Trying to steal, and it looks like they should be safe. And they are. So 1 out here, runner on second, and now a runner on first as well. An intentional walk. I don't know why that's happening. There's like -5 in my strategies, but okay. Price with the runners in scoring position is gonna ground out to first for out number 2. And fly ball to left field should be out number 3. So runners get on and they threaten, but they do not score. So it's still 1-0. Top of the 8th now. Another chance here for the Mounties. We'll start off with a fly ball by Gelati to right field for out number 1. Andre Jackson to the shortstop, throws on over to first. We have Peter Johnson Jr. now, and he's going to strike out once again. So, still scoreless here for the Mounties. KC up by 1, bottom of the 8th. Start out with a ground out. Joshua Dressel, single to center field. Andrew Stewart with a walk. Hodge is going to get hit apparently, so bases loaded with 1 out. And in typical random Mounties luck, are going to give up 3 free bases and then a single, as JoJo will strike out. And he ground it to the shortstop, runs on over to second to get the 3rd out. So they scored just the 1 run to make it 2-0. But Mounties' last chance here to try to score in this game. John F. Kennedy up to bat. Will ground out to the shortstop. Chili Gravy now. Chili Gravy will ground out to the second baseman. Orion Kirkby, last chance here. Will ground out to the shortstop. So Mounties not able to score. Casey takes the game 2-0.
That's not a close 2-0 either. That was definitely very hard fought by the Mounties. Just couldn't get a break. Taking a look here at the batting scores, and you are right. Kirkby hitting 2 for 3 for the Mounties. Mounties were just unable to convert any of those. Over in the Hepcats, not really any standouts here. Shout out to Stewart though for 2 at bats and 2 walks. So 0-2, but 2 walks. You love to see it. Over down to the pitching. 2 gems from both the starters. I know Masaruki gave the 1 run, but other than that, he was pretty on top of everything. Aaron Smith with 2 walks and 2 hits and 6 strikeouts. Oka with the save. You love to see it, especially with someone who's been struggling so far with spring training.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirkaby takes Player of the Game honors. Around the rest of the minor leagues here, we have the Armadillos taking down the Wheelers 8-5. Law picking up his second win. Pressing taking the loss. Smith with his second save. And Downey with Player of the Game. We have the Kingpins taking down the Dynamos in a close 8-7 ball game. Leaf with the win, Steele with the loss, Capone with the save, and Mouse with Player of the Game. And we have the Swifties taking down the 66ers 6-5. Bojangles picks up the win, Shoe with the loss, and DB with Player of the Game. I think that might be it for minor leagues for the rest of the spring training. I could be wrong though.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Taking a look here in the major leagues, we have the Sloths taking down the Aviators 3-2. Flowers with the win, Funk with the loss, Shane Canson with the save, McDonald with Player of the Game. Vandals keep the winning rolling 17-2 over Boise Raptors. You love to see your own team scoring that many runs. Hopefully they'll keep that going when the games start counting here. Bentley here with the win, Kai with the loss, and Lodge with Player of the Game. Demons take down the Foxes 4-2. Mitchell with the win, Varga with the loss, Chadwick with the save, and Stud with Player of the Game. Voyagers top the Tours here 5-4. Slotface with the win, Pearson with the loss, Washington with the save, Harrison with Player of the Game. Crabs take down the Supernovas and actually shut them out 2-0. Kuramuchi with the win, McQuack with the loss, Wilson with the save, and Stein with Player of the Game. Scorpions keep their winning streak going, staying perfect in the spring season, 11-7 over the Rougarous. Leung gets the win, Tato with the loss, and last name with Player of the Game. Stars take down the Apex for 4-0. Obama with the win, Grams with the loss, El Charo with the save, and Grams with Player of the Game. Anything notable that you're immediately seeing?
I mean, Vancouver scoring 17 runs. Oh my.
I think they
Yeah.
scored 14 like that last game as well. So Vancouver's offense is definitely alive and well.
Yeah, it's something good to see. Vancouver just historically always had good hitters, but just kind of randomly would struggle different times throughout the season. I noticed that Death Valley scored 4 in the ninth to break up a 7-7 tie, to make them 14-0. Hopefully that's not a big precursor to the actual season, but yeah, they definitely look like they're on top of things. So very very scary team.
All right, that'll wrap up today here. Moving on, I saw someone ask for OBX. That's Outer Banks Aviators.
Yeah. You got Blue Line versus Smash Jackson. Pretty good matchup.
My only concern is we just featured the Stars here.
Yeah. Could always wait a day and watch another game and then watch them if you don't want to watch the Stars again.
I'm taking a look here. Actually, let's see if the Vandals can keep that offense rolling here in the spring training.
Yeah, get a chance here to see get an expansion team in the Apex.
Taking a look at the lineup here, it's majority Vandals. Even with the pitching matchup here with the 68 overall pitcher versus a 41. There is, in my honest opinion, there's no reason why the Vandals should take an L here.
Yeah, and then it's also PB, so you never know.
And just like that, I just jinxed the Vandals.
Yeah.
But
Jordan's gonna go crazy now.
let's get started. We have Johnny times 3 up, and he'll draw the leadoff walk on a full count. Gibbles up. Johnny wants 2 bases and won't get it. Caught stealing second. So Gibbles up now with no one on. We'll bounce it over to first for the second out. Sessions up to bat. Gets a fly ball to right for the third out. That'll be the Vandals' first inning. Apex is up. Fired up. Flies out to center field. Here we have Michael David, who will strike out swinging. Rick Hood, former Vandals, bounces it right back to the pitcher, almost to say hello to his former team. And here we now have the second inning. Dragon will get a leadoff walk. Let's see if the Vandals can actually do something with the leadoff base runner here. McMuffin here will hit it over to center, over the head. And we have at least 3 bases here. And he'll be safe. 1-0 Vandals. Sack Lodge up. We'll just bounce it to first for the first out. Farley Hank will be walking to first. Geronimo Schuderme up here. He'll fly into right field. McMuffin will tag up, and he is safe. 2-0 Vandals here. Full count for Sean Scott, and he'll strike out looking. 2-0 Vandals after 2 innings. Apex will have a chance to respond. McGrath will fly out to right. Wallace with a line out to center field. And Maggiacomo will strike out looking. Top of the third here, Johnny times 2, I'm sorry. Bounces back to the pitcher. Gibbles up to bat and will fly out to left field. Sessions up, and he'll be walking on a full count. Ass Dragon up. Oh, nice play by, looks like that is Strobel with a diving stop. Fortunately, not fast enough to get the runner. Buffin here with another deep fly ball to center, and Affart will just look at it, so Dominguez will come over. They'll score 2 runners for the Vandals, thanks to the McMuffin triple. Lodge is up here, and he'll bloop it over to left field for score the base runner. 5-0 Vandals.
Oof.
Farley Hank here down the first base line. He's going for 2. Oh, he's going for 3. And he is called safe. 6-0 Vandals. Shadierme up to bat and just bounces it to second. That'll end the Vandals' threat. 4 runs in the third inning, though. You love to see it. Full count here for Ben Dover, and he will strike out. Dominguez Jr. up to bat, and he also strikes out. Strobel now up to bat. Gets a deep fly ball to right field at the warning track, and it is caught for the third out. Justin Ripsbad pitching quite a gem here. Top of the fourth we go. Sean Scott up to bat for the Vandals, and he'll fly out to right. Johnny times 2 will blast this one into the right field at the warning track. He's thinking 2 bases at least, and he'll get it. Bob Gibbles up. We'll bloop this to center field for the second out. Herb Sessions now up. Gets this one to left field. Johnny times 2 stays at third. Runners at the corners, dragging up. And Sessions is thinking a free base, and he will not get it. That'll be the end of the fourth. Top of the fourth. Holden Affar now up for the Apex, and he'll line out to short. Michael David now up, and he'll be walking. Rick Hood is up. Gets a nice bloop to right field. We have David thinking about home, but doesn't take it. Runners on second and third. McGrath up to here and can't move the runners over. It'll be up to Walrus, who strikes out looking. And that'll be the Vandals holding the Apex here, still 6-0.
Alrighty, and we get here kind of the start of the lineup here that kind of gets the offense going here. You have Dragon, McMuffin, Lodge, and Hank back to back, all hitting over 300. As McMuffin strikes out there for out number 2, Sack Lodge drops that into right field for a single. And Farley Hank past third baseman down the line. They're probably going to score a run. And it is no throw. And Shitterme will strike out. And yeah, look at here. Vandals have 6 hitters in spring training that are hitting over 300. So that's very impressive. Magic Como up to bat. Indianapolis down 7-0. That's a home run though by Bendover, so 7-1 now.
Rigged.
Rigged.
I wouldn't give up homers like that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely it's definitely a bug in the game. Sir Dr. Javier Dominguez Jr. strikes out. Skylar Strobel to the third baseman. I'll apologize if I ever hear you talking like after the game and I don't notice, because if I don't have sound going through my headphones, they'll turn off after like a couple minutes. So sometimes I don't notice that they're off and I have to turn them back on.
Fair enough.
Just letting you know. I can hear you right now, but yeah. Gibbles grounds out to shortstop. And that's out number 3. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Vandals up by 6. With holding a fart striking out. The classic Germany versus Brazil score, 7-1. Classic meme. We got Rick Hood, who's gonna hit a ball that magnetically flies into the fielder's glove in a very awkward angle. Herb Sessions is gonna walk for the first batter. Ash Dragon. Ooh, the shortstop has a little bit of a fumble bumble. So 2 on here with no outs and McMuffin up to bat. McMuffin's gonna strike out looking now. Sack Lodge with 2 on here and 1 out. Runner from second advances to third, so runners on the corners now with 1 out. Sack Lodge. To the shortstop, throws to second, throws to first. That's a double play, so it stays 7-1. Lunchbox McGrath. Hitting it to the field for a single. Walrus with a strikeout. 1 on, 1 out. Make it 1 on, 2 outs. Bend over. Strikes out for count number 3. So stays 7-1. Jabs coming in to pitch. And Hank hits that one all the way down the line for a very, very easy, calm double. No fuss there, no throw even close. Shittery strikes out. Scott with 1 out will hit a pop fly. Johnny Times second will strike out. And looking over at the out of town scoreboard, it looks like Cancun trying to give Death Valley their first spring training defeat. All tied up there though, 4-4 at last check. Sir Dr. Javier Dominguez Jr. will strike out. Still 7-1 here. Ooh, to the third baseman, but it's a long throw, so Strobel's going to get on base. Holding a fart. Fart's a fielder's choice at second. Michael David up the gap. 2 on here. Oh, 2 outs. Rick Hood will strike out. So we're going to go to the top of the 9th. Vandals up 7-1. Excuse me, 7-1. Herb Sessions with a strikeout. And Ash Dragon will do the same. Lunchbox McGrath just barely beats out a throw from the third base and definitely needs to work on that arm a little bit, it seems like. As a walk for Walrus is going to put 2 on here with no outs. Colby Kidd, now the closer, comes in and instantly gives up a hit to load the bases. No outs. Does Kidd have what it takes to get out of this? He starts off with a strikeout, excuse me. So, the best he can do here is he's gonna give up a is that a grand slam? I believe that's a
Yeah, it
grand
is.
slam. It is grand slam for Sir Dr. Javier Dominguez Jr. off of Kobe Kidd, and all of a sudden it's a 7-5 game. Strobel grounds out to the shortstop for out number 2, and Hole in the Fart will strike out. So, me.
I'm not.
Indianapolis strikes late, but Vandals win 7-5.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. After that grand slam, I was starting to sweat a little bit, seeing it, thinking I just jinxed the Vandals here, especially after holding 7-1 all game too. Taking a look at the box score here, and yeah, that death part of the lineup for the Vandals just isn't fair with Dragon, Ash Dragon, Toby McMuffin, and Sack Lodge all going 2 for 4 on the day, with McMuffin getting 3 ribeyes. Um, Looking over at the Indianapolis box score, you wouldn't really think that it was a 7-5 ball game just with taking a look at it, but their bottom half of the lineup definitely all seemed to click right at the same time there. Pitching line score. Um, just a shout out to myself with 4 strikeouts and 2.1 innings pitched. You'd love to see it.
Ooh.
Other than that, uh, Michael Jordan will take his 4th loss. Rip Spad will take his first win of the season. And Farley Hank will win Player of the Game honors. Eh,
Oh, Indianapolis' whole like pitching staff almost in double-digit ERA. That's pretty rough.
you hate to see it. Hopefully they'll bring it back down during the regular season here. Around the league we go. We got the Stars taking down the Aviators 4-3. McFlorida Man will pick up his second win of spring training. Barrias will take his first loss. McConnell with the save. Meredith with player of the game. I'm actually going to skip straight to Scorpions here since I know everyone's looking for that. Scorpions stay perfect during spring training here.
Wow.
6-5 and 10, and it went to extra innings here. Toros had a chance. They put one on the board early on, but just could not keep the Scorpions. They'll walk it off. 6-5. Asado picks up the
Crazy
win.
luck.
Dolomite with the loss. Fullman with player of the game. And back over here to rest of the league. Demons take down the Crabs 4-2. Vaughn with the first win of spring training. Maddox with the loss. Gaines Jr. with the save. And Law Jr. with player of the game. Sloss take down the Supernovas 2-1. And what I assume would be a pitching duel. Manborough with the win. Torkelton with the loss. Shinkansen with the save. And Manborough with player of the game. Voyagers beat the Foxes 8-0. Sivar with the win. Slepian with the loss. And Crunkleton with player of the game. Raptors taking down the Rigaroos 10-7. Paul with the win. McCollum with the loss. And Geronimo with player of the game. Am I able to check this game log here to see when that hit was for the Foxes?
Yeah, you should be able to go into box score maybe.
I'm just curious to see
Uh,
when that hit would have been.
go into game log. Go into game log at the top.
Game log.
Uh,
There it is.
it'll say like next to the date, yeah, and then just scroll down till you see a hit for them.
That's Forger's batting. Foxes batting.
Yeah, so it'd have to be at the bottom of an inning. Just see when they get their first hit. Looks like they're bottom of the third, I think.
Bottom of the 5th.
Oh, bottom of the okay. Maybe I
Okay.
misread.
That would have been, honestly, for me, that would have been pretty heart crushing if that was an 8th or 9th inning hit there. Still,
Yeah.
just one hit in the 5th. Voyagers were rolling. Moving on here. See, how many games are left here into spring training?
I'll go into where the PBE is and just click that and go to schedule. I would see. So tomorrow, We still have like 6 or 7 days left.
All right, so 7 days left.
Something like that.
Although the starters are not set for these 2 games. Although, is that
Yeah, it's
because
probably
it's
just too far out.
gotcha?
What I would do honestly, maybe just skip today, and so we can get a OBX game where they're not against a what am I saying? Not against somebody who's already been on stream.
I agree.
Yeah, I just want to quick sim today because playing 7 games is gonna take forever.
That'd be a good chance for me to actually figure out how to do that.
So just see where they all say quick play.
Mhm.
Just click them one by one, and it'll quick play them all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the Supernovas taking down the Stars 3-0. Or I guess I should do the latest one, or I have to quick play all of them.
Yeah, you do them all, or
Okay,
it'll only open up if you click it.
gotcha. Baxter with the win, Johnson with the loss, Chambers with the save, Buckley with player of the game. Aviators taking on the Vandals here. And the Vandals will hang on to win 3-2. 43 with the win, Cadin with the loss, Johnson with the save, and Sessions with player of the game. Sauce taking on the Demons. Sauce will win 3-2. Dugan with the win, Gaines Jr. with the loss, and Colvin with player of the game. Crabs and
Alright.
Voyagers. Voyagers will take down the Crabs 6-2. O'Sullivan with the win, Horse with the loss, Gonzalez with player of the game. Let's see if Scorpions can stay perfect here against the Raptors.
Ooh,
I'm
drum roll. I think it ends here.
Oh nope, it
Oh
continues.
no!
Wow,
Dominant
11-2 over
fashion,
the
too.
Raptors. Green with the win, Lucas with the loss, Love with player of the game. I don't know if you saw that, but my screen changed as soon as I hit quick play, almost as if OTP rigged it there.
Yeah, I mean, it's so lucky they had that game where they were down 1 in the 10th and they just hit 2 runs to walk it off. That's crazy.
Foxes and Toros. I see Bauer Power shouting out for the Toros. Let's see if that's enough for him. And it is 10-9 over the Foxes. Dupree will get the
Bottom of the
win.
11th.
Torsky with the loss. Yeah, nice walk up there in extras. Knox with player of the game. Then we have the Apex taking on the Rougarous. And the Apex will top the Rougarous, hold on with a 5-run ninth from the Rougarous, and win 11-10. Otter with the
Almost.
win, Nakamura with the loss, and Walrus with player of the game.
Yeah, crazy day of games. Lots of
Checking over in spring training. Looks like we have the Dynamos and the Swift Steeds playing each other today. And the
the kind
Dynamos.
of tacked on games.
Gotcha. Dynamos will win here 7-6. Mean with the win, Weed with the loss, Styles with the save, and Krishna with player of the game. We'll go ahead and
Yeah.
finish today here.
If I remember what happened, Dynamos had like 3 games less than everybody else, so they shoehorned them in.
Gotcha.
So that they'd get enough games.
See, I think we did this first in the spring here, so we'll go ahead and click play this. And the Swift Steeds get back 9-5 over the Dynamos. Balotelli with the win, McDonald with the loss, Mantix with the save, and DB with player of the game. Moving back over to the majors here. I'm trying to.
Who are they playing? Outer Banks playing the Rougarous.
I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, might as well watch it. And then we can do another couple quick sims after this, because probably do like maybe two more games after this.
Fair enough.
That'd be solid. So that'd be like 6 games.
Taking a look at the lineup here. Fairly even. Almost really even with the pitching matchup too. 60 overall versus a 59 overall.
Yeah.
Stats may not be as exact as the overalls are showing, but this should be a pretty close game here. So let's get started. And we'll start with Slithery Snake up to bat against Walker Cato. Slithery Snake will strike out. Red Wash up. He will be walking on 4 pitches to first. So strikeout and a walk, and now a ball in play from Richie Bonanza. He'll fly out to left for the second out. J.R. Cook here up to bat, and he'll just pop out to the pitcher, who'll catch himself for the third out. OBX up, we have Izzy D'Aliso batting against Coco McQueen, who will get a bloop to center field for a base hit. Tyler Swift here up to bat, to the short to second to first for the double play. Tom Shue will then strike out. That'll be the first inning. Gustav Beauregard up to bat here. He'll fly out to center field. Alejandro Geronimo batting, and he'll get a bloop to center field for a base hit. Christopher Brew up to bat, and he'll strike out swinging. Stefano Jr. up to bat, and Geronimo will try to take second and will not make it. Actually, he will make it in time. I'm sorry. And Stefano will use the most of that situation for a sliding double, and he is safe. And Rob Cena Jr. will strike out, and that'll end the inning. 1-0 Rougarous. Bergen Cannon here up to bat, and he'll be walking. Grant Iridian up to bat. He'll bloop to left field for a base hit. Nero Esposito up. He will also bloop to left field. A lot of bloops to left field so far. And we got Bergen trying to go for home, and he is safe. It is now a tie game here, 1-1 all. Dan Halen will strike out swinging. Hard and Long up to bat. He'll strike out swinging. Dub City gets a pop out over to second base, who calls for it, and that'll end the inning here. Tie game at 1-1. Slithery Snake tries to get something and flies out to left. Rotor Wash also trying to get that bloop to left magic to happen, but flies out. Bonanza here figures if we're just going to hit to left field, might as well just hit over to the wall here, and that'll be a solo shot. It'll be 2-1 for the Rougarous.
Honk, honk.
J.R. Cook here will fly out to center field. Rougarous get 1. Izzy D'Alessio up to bat here, and will ground out to third. Tyler Swift up. Tyler Swift will rip this one down to right field, and actually that'll be over the right field wall. Aviators respond to the solo shot with their own solo shot. Tie game at 2-2. Tom Shue up to bat, and he'll strike out swinging. Bergen Cannon now up, and he'll strike out swinging. We got Gustav Beauregard, and he'll be walking to first. Alejandro Geronimo, and he'll pop out to first. Pitcher runs to the bag to make sure the runner stays, I guess. Speaking of that runner, he tries to take second, and he'll be safe. Stefano Jr. will strike out here, and that'll end the inning, despite the runner in scoring position. Iridian now up, and he'll ground out to second. Esposito up. Flips this one over to center field, but just can't quite get that to drop. 2 outs. Dan Halen out, trying the same thing, and same result. We got Rob Cena Jr. up. He'll ground out to shortstop. Slithery Snake up, and he strikes out looking. Rotor Wash now up, and Rotor Wash will strike out here.
Alrighty. Let's see here. It's all tied up at 2 so far. Just looking at the lineups here, looks like Rougarous have a pretty balanced lineup. No, their worst batters are still hitting like 234. Nobody in the 100s, which is really good to see here. As OBX though putting together a couple of good hits to put runners on the corners with no outs. Izzy DLSCO up to bat. They're going to hit a high pop fly. They should allow the runner to tag, or they're going to test the arm. They do, and the throw is not close. So make it 3-2 here. OBX on top. We have Tyler Swift. Fly a ball to the shortstop. It's caught. And Tom Shoe's going to walk, so 2 on here. 2 outs. Bergen Cannon will walk, so its base is loaded now. And a ground out and forced out at second base. Ends the bottom of the 5th. Bonanza with a strikeout here. J.R. Cook now grounding out to the shortstop. And Beauregard hits into left field for a single. Geronimo up to bat now with 2 outs and a runner on first. Runner is going to steal second. Still Geronimo. Grounds out to the second baseman. Throws the first, round number 3. We're going to go to the bottom of the 6th. Starting off with a slow infield hit by Esposito, but they still get the throw in time. Very odd hit there. Halen with a strikeout. Arden Long with 2 outs, 2 strikes. Slow hit to the shortstop, throws to first, but it's in time. So still 3-2 here. OVX on top. We go to the top of the 7th. Cole Brew. Or Christopher Brew, excuse me. I feel like there used to be a player named Cole Brew. Maybe I'm crazy. DiStefano Jr. pops out. Rob Cena Jr. to the center fielder for a single. Slithery Snick up to bat. And he'll pop out for out number 3. So still 3-2. OBX on top. Bottom of the 7th now. Ground out to the shortstop by Dub City. Izzy DLSCO. DLSCO to second baseman, throws to first, round number 2. And Tyler Swift past the shortstop for a single. And they're going to get caught stealing, it looked like. No, they were in time. That was a very close throw. But a ground out by Tom Shue ends the inning. Still 3-2. And Richie Bonanza is going to strike out. J.R. Cook into left center for a single with 2 outs here. Beauregard is going to strike out. So that is the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th now. OBX still ahead. Bergen Cannon, deep fly ball to center field at the warning track at the wall, and it's caught. Grant Iridian, pop fly, right field's caught. Esposito with 2 outs. Will ground out to the shortstop.
Scorpions up 7-2 right now.
Yeah, definitely not really a contest there against Kashima. Whoa, dropped by the center fielder it looked like, so that's going to be a double for Geronimo. A last chance here for the Rougarous to try and score. Brew will strike out for round number 1. DiStefano Jr. will strike out. Left-handed Jr. will strike out, and that's the end of the game. Aviators win 3-2.
Taking a look at the line score here, batting for New Orleans. Nice performance here by Geronimo, 2 for 4 with scoring 1 run over in the Outer Banks. 2 walks and a run for Bergen Cannon over in the pitching. McQueen with 8 innings pitched and only gives up 3. Cato with also 8 innings pitched, only giving up 2. And Farias with the save. Player of the game will be Walker Cato. Around the league here, we see the Sloths take down the Voyagers 3-0. Rose with the win, Cho with the loss. Save goes to Rayner. Player of the game goes to Antonio. Vandals keep their winning streak going, 4-0 over the Supernovas. Jabs with the win, Chambers with the loss, and Shiderme with player of the game. Stars take down the Demons 3-1. El Charo with the win, LeBlanc with the loss, St. Brown with the save, and Brunson will take player of the game honors. Crabs with their fourth win of spring training, taking down the Toros here 4-3, despite a late attempt in the 8th inning by the Toros. Kuramochi with the win, Zielman with the loss, Horse with the save, and Zielman again with player of the game. I don't know how you can take the loss and get player of the game, but there you go.
Yeah, I have no clue. Kind of weird.
Raptors take down the Apex 6-1. Thanks to 10 hits from the Raptors. Bisquick with the win, Tokiyami with the loss, and Bisquick will take player of the game. Scorpions stay perfect over the Foxes here, 7-2. We got Balkan with the win, Rune with the loss, and Sim with player of the game. We'll go ahead and do a couple days, a quick sim here, just to keep things moving. We'll check the minor leagues just to make sure there's nothing going on there, and that'll be the end of the minor league season for spring training. Excuse me. Crabs at Foxes. And the Foxes will beat the Crabs 3-2 thanks to a walk-off hit. Crab will take the win, Wilson with the loss, and Clodera with the player of the game. Vandals looking to keep that win streak going, 7-1 at home against the Detroit Demons. And I misclicked.
Oh. Hit
Cancel.
cancel game at the top right.
Apologies over that. Back to quick play here, and Vandals keep it rolling, 3-1 over to Demons. Lemieux with the win, Mitchell with the loss, Kidd with the save, Ash Dragon player of the game. Scorpions look to stay perfect against the Apex, and they'll do it thanks to 10 runs in the 7th. So the Apex made it to extras, but Scorpions realized who they were playing and just kept it going. Lemon with the win, not Winston with the lost, and Ian Fullman with player of the game. Stars and Voyagers, pretty balanced game as far as record goes here. And the Stars will take it over. Another huge 10th inning game here with 6 for the Stars. They'll win 10-4 over the Voyagers. McKinnon with the win, Morgan with the loss, and Meredith with player of the game. Aviators and Raptors. Raptors will take down the Aviators 4-1. Kai with the win, Funk with the loss, Madison with the save, and Kai with player of the game. Sloths and Toros here. Toros will win 4-1 over the Sloths. Carsey with the win, Flowers with the loss, Side with the save, and Salmon's second for player of the game. Rougarous and Supernovas. Supernovas will hold on to win 3-2 against the Rougarous. McQuack with the win, Dickshot with the loss, Poza with the save, and Dickshot with player of the game. Another losing pitcher winning player of the game.
Yeah, that's crazy, but I guess if they got a good game score, they got a good game score.
We'll move forward here. One more day of quick sim, and then we'll take a look at the matchups. Rougarous at Demons here. Demons will beat the Rougarous 3-2. Gaines Jr. with the win, McCollum with the loss, again with the save, DiStefano Jr. with player of the game. Stars, Toros. Toros will topple the Stars 3-2 thanks to a 3-run 9th inning. Shutout until then. Dolomite with the win, St. Brown with the loss, Philly Fan with player of the game. The Vandals will finally start losing here, 9-2 to the Voyagers. Vandals also shut out until the 9th inning, but just couldn't overcome that 9-run deficit. Sivart with the win, Ripspat with the loss, and Sivart will be player of the game. Although Sivart's going to be a tough pitcher to beat, especially with that 3.6 ERA. He's having quite an amazing spring training.
Yeah, for sure. That's really impressive.
Scorpions Crabs here. This is going to be Scorpions stay perfect, 7-4 over the Crabs. Barker with the win. Urquidez Garcia with the loss, and Ed Barker with player of the game. The Sloss will take down the Foxes 2-1. Dugan with the win, Crab with the loss, Shinkansen with the save, and Rowe for player of the game. The Aviators will take down the Apex 4-1. Farias with the win, Dingley with the loss, Beaumont with the save, DLSO with player of the game. Supernovas and Raptors. Raptors will beat the Supernovas 2-1, thanks to 2 runs in the 8th inning. Boston with the win, Spitz with the loss, Paul with the save, and Arian with player of the game. Moving on.
I was gonna say do Toros, but they're playing the Vandals. It looks like, I think.
Yeah,
So
I'm actually liking the Demons Raptors matchup here. Seems pretty even as far as pitching stats go.
yeah, I mean the only thing is we've already seen the Raptors too.
We could do Sloss Crabs since we haven't seen either of them yet.
That's up to you.
Let's go
Whatever
for it.
you feel like.
We'll
Okay.
see who TBD is for Providence.
You think something's wrong with their lining up? I think they said
Gotcha.
Kuramochi.
Upset alert for the Sloss here, who in all on paper here should win this game fairly easily. But we shall see. That's why you play the games. We got John. We got John Camden up, who will ground out to first for the first out. Nick Wilson now up. He'll fly out to center field. Bobby McDonald now up. Flies out to center as well. Quick 1-2-3 inning for the Sloss. Crabs up to bat with Tom Sanson. And he'll just hit the wall on this one. Looking for at least 2 bases. Oh, he's going. Going for 3. Slides and safe. Lead off triple for the Crabs. Mike Litteris hits this one deep to center field. Sampson tags up, and he's got it easily. They won't even try to throw it to home. Drachenberg will strike out swinging. Remington Stevens will hit this one over to right field. That's going deep at the warning track, but caught for the third out. 1-0 Providence Crabs. Trying to pull off that upset. Full count here for Scott Poe. We'll bloop this one into center field. Robert Sandberg strikes out swinging. Stan Antonio hits one deep into left field, and that'll be a 2-run shot by Stan Antonio. San Antonio will take the lead 2-1 thanks to Stan Antonio's home run. Almost like he's quite literally putting the team on his back there. Acuna Montada will strike out swinging, and that'll be out number 2. Roberto Kahn gets this one deep center field, but caught for the third out. Dandy Chicken's now up for Providence. We'll loop this one into center field for a base hit. Philip Stein now up. This was one deep in the left center over the wall, and Providence answers back with a 2-run shot of theirs. Crabs take the lead now, 3-2. Marcus Reeves now up, and he'll be walking. John Dowd is striking out swinging. Rustin Kuntz here. Blows this one in the right field, and Reeves is thinking for third, and he will get it. Tom Sampson strikes out swinging. Mike Litteris up. Oh, gets this one down the right field line, and no play will be made here for sliding in double, and he's got it. Crabs add on to their lead, 4-2. Drachenberg will ground out to second, but not after the damage is done. 3 runs for the Providence Crabs to take a 4-2 lead. Jim Zhu will strike out swinging. John Camden here is now up. Gets this one past the shortstop for a base hit. Nick Wilson here is up, but Camden is thinking 2 bases, and he'll be called safe. Nick Wilson looking to make that steal not even matter, as a 2-run shot from Nick Wilson ties this game up. 4-all. Full count for McDonald, and he'll be walking. Scott Poe now up. Scott will line this out to left field for the second out. Full count for Sandberg, and he strikes out looking. Tie game, though, at 4-all. Remington Stevens now up. Dandy Chickens grounds this one out to second. Philip Stein will ground this right to first. Easy tag on the bag. Stan Antonio homered in his last at bat. Will just fly out to right here. Acuno Mentado hits this one into the center right. Gap. He's looking for 3. And he's got it. Roberto Can now up. Grounds out to second, but the runner will score, and San Antonio will take the lead. 5-4. Chip Zhu grounds this one to third, and the long throw will be in time for the third out. Marcus Reeves here grounds this one for the first out. John Dowd strikes out swinging, and Rusty Kuntz grounds this to second for the final out.
All right. So, it was a tie game at 4. It's a tie game no more. As SAS is up 5-4, and they're up to bat. John Camden will strike out. Nick Wilson is going to get a walk over to first. Bobby McDonald is also going to walk, also on a full count. So pitcher struggling a little bit there. Is Poe's going to get a walk, so 3 walks in a row. Let's see what happens to Sandberg. Check swing, pass ball, runner scores. Make it 6-4. Robert Sandberg, line drive to the left fielder. Is going to be caught, but should score the 7th run for SAS. 7-4. And San Antonio grounds out to the second baseman. Tom Sampson strikes out. Mike Litteris up to bat. And that's going to be to the wall. Should be a double. Drachenberg. Line drive. Well, more of a fly ball. To the right fielder. And sends a fuck. Ooh, excuse me. I was going to say a bad word. But sends a bullet to second base to catch the runner trying to tag back up. And that's going to be the third out. Having problems loading saved games other than Perfect Team, or is an isolated problem with just me? What do you mean, like a base, like a PBE file, DP arm? Because I'm not sure about that. I haven't had any problems, but I also haven't done many lately, so I'm not sure. As SAS just keeps piling on the runs here. And it's up to 9-4.
Something to point out, SAS has scored a run every inning but the first.
Yeah. Just racking up score here. See what they end up with at the end of this as a Dandy Chicken strikes out. Surprised Dandy Chicken's still kicking around. old player and getting. I believe he's already in regression now, and on a team so young seems kind of a little bit out of place. But
He's still playing
uh,
well though, hitting 348.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Playing a season as the Yankees, switched over to check PT, and I couldn't find my saved file or my New York Yankees team. So it's just anything. Like is it just not showing up at all? That's kind of weird. Um, I would like maybe check your OOTP file and see what's in your saved games. If the files in your saved games or not. Throwing up error message. Well, I mean, if I were you, I'd probably Google the error message if you haven't done that already. Other than that, I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, could be corrupted or something. Who knows? So SAS tags on another 2 here, and it's 11-4. Oh man, I apologize for yawning. I don't even know why I'm tired. I've only been up for like 6 hours. Uh, Strikeout by Aristicunts. Shit out of luck. Sorry about that, man. Wish I could help you, but yeah, OTP saves are kind of busted sometimes. Ooh, Tomato Turtle gets beamed. So 2 on here. And the top of the 8th will SAS score 2 runs again. What might happen is they get the bases loaded with Acuna Matata up to bat. We'll drop that. Good catch by the center fielder. Allows the run to score. So they're going to score 1, continue their scoring streak, and make it 12-4 or 13-4. And strikeout by Khan, and it is yeah, it's 12. No, 13. Wait, I can't see it. The screen and the stream are telling me 2 different things. Anyway, Litterus pops out. Morimura. I have to the center fielder's caught. Chimp to Zoo. Ground out to the shortstop. John Camden. Grounds up to the second baseman and Abbott. Trying to keep the scoring streak alive here. Getting a double with 2 outs here in the top of the ninth. But Bobby McDonald ground out to the second baseman. So SAS does not score in the top of the ninth, but they do in every other inning but the first. And it's Remington Stevens in the bottom of the ninth here, down by 8. He'll be out. Chickens, high pop fly is caught. Out number 2, and Philip Stein will ground out to the shortstop for out number 3. So SAS kind of dominated Providence there, 12-4.
Taking a look at the line score here. Just some great hitting overall from San Antonio, with the lineup batting around a total of 5 times at the very least. 6 at bats for Camden.
Yeah.
Over for Providence, a 1-for-4, 2 RBI performance for Stein is the standout. We've also got 2-for-3 with 2 RBIs for Mike Litteris as well. Pitching, we've got Daring with a complete game here, giving up 6 hits and 4 runs, striking out 9. And Kuramachi takes the loss, giving up 5 runs on 5 hits, striking out 4. Player of the game is Bobby Daring with the complete game. Taking a look around the league here, and the Scorpions take their first loss on the season thanks to a 2-run walk-off by the Aviators.
Wow,
to
it
win
really took that much.
3-2.
Whew.
Farias with the win, Collins with the loss, and Bergen Cannon with player of the game. The Toros take down the Vandals here, 6-4. Zielman with the win, 43 with the loss, Dolomite with the save, and McMuffin with player of the game. Voyagers topple the Rougarous here, 11-4. Fairborn with the win, Nakamura with the loss, and Rivers with player of the game. Stars beat the Foxes 9-1. Johnson with the win, Masala with the loss, and Rose with player of the game. Apex upset the Supernovas 9-8. Otter with the win, Chambers with the loss, No Hands with the save, and Red Arrow with the player of the game. Raptors beat the Demons here 3-2. Boston with the win, Chadwick with the loss, and Lucas with player of the game. Also to note, the Raptors was a 11th inning walk-off.
Nice.
They should have won it at 9, but it looks like they gave up a run to the Demons in the 9th inning. But yeah, the big story out of today is the Scorpions are perfect no more.
All right. Yeah, I just say go to like whatever's the last day of games and just do one last game and then go on. So what's that? The 16th.
That is correct. So we're gonna do 3 days, a quick sim here, and
Yeah.
then I say we just end it with the Scorpions, whoever they're playing.
Yeah. Should be the demons who we haven't seen. So there you go.
Awesome. Stars take down the Crabs 12-2. Florida Man with the win, Maddox with the loss, Brunson with player of the game. Scorpions will see if they can at least stay perfect at home here versus the Sloss, and they'll bounce right back 6-2. Balkan with the win, Rose with the loss, Lemon with the save, and Camden with player of the game. Speaking of that, do you happen to know the record for most wins in spring training? As the Demons win
That's
4-1.
probably it. I think there's been a couple like. Actually, I think I've seen another team. I think it was Death Valley's gone 20 wins in spring training before, but I don't think they've gone like 21 or anything. I think they've gone like straight up 20,
That'd have been
20
nice.
and 4 or something, 20 and 5.
If anyone in the stats team is listening, if you want to confirm that, that'd be great.
Demons. Yeah, I mean the hard is. Sorry, go ahead.
Demons take down the Apex 4-1. Stristic with the win, not Winston with the loss, and Tokiyami with player of the game. What were you saying?
To say, hardest thing is spring training isn't really tracked. Like, you can't see your spring training stats besides like box scores. Like during spring training, after that, it all just like disappears and it's not saved.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so no clue. You have to watch old streams.
Maybe someone from the Scorpions can also confirm. I'm sure they're not too proud to toot their own horn on that. Yeah. Raptors take down the Voyagers 3-2 thanks to a 3-run 9th inning to the Raptors. White with the win, O'Sullivan with the loss, Paul with the save, and Cho with player of the game. Aviators Supernovas here, and Supernovas will win 5-1. Nut with the win, Kato with the loss, Poza with the save, and Taters with player of the game. Rougarous Toros here. Toros just annihilate the Rougarous 15-3. Striker spin rate with the win, Galvin with the loss, and Carter with player of the game. Foxes Vandals on a losing streak here, but they'll bounce right back 11-1. Lemieux with the win, Rim with the loss, and McMuffin with player of the game. And with that, that'll end today. Toros Raptors starting off our day of spring training. Close 1-0 game here. Not a lot of scoring or a lot of hits going on. Only 6 hits total between the two teams. White with the win, Side with the loss, Boston with the save, and McDavitt with player of the game. Stars loss. This is one of the marquee games of spring training here. And Sloss keep their offense rolling 13-4 over the Stars. Flowers with the win, Obama with the loss, Khan with player of the game. It would have been nice to see scoring between the innings again, but I mean honestly, If you're playing this loss, it looks like the first and ninth inning are your best innings against them right now.
Yeah.
Demons, Aviators. Aviators will win against the Demons 7-2. Funk with the win, Mitchell with the loss, Beaumont with the save, and Long with player of the game. Scorpions look to keep their 20 games alive, and they'll lose against the Supernovas 11-5. They take 2 losses here now. McQuack with the win, Styles with the loss, and Taters with the player of the game. Shout out to Deluxe Dylan. Thanks for the follow.
Which one is that?
And we got Van Hooligan X also following. Appreciate it. We got Voyagers Apex here. And the Voyagers will take down the Apex 5-2. We got Slothface with the win, Peasants with the loss, Morgan with the save, and Slothface with player of the game. Rigorous Foxes. Foxes will take down Rigorous here. Vargo with the win, McQueen with the loss, Evans with the save, and Stud with player of the game. And last game for this day, we got Crabs Vandals. Vandals with 22 runs against the Crabs off of 20 hits. Ripspad with the win, Kuramochi with the loss, and Johnny times 2 with player of the game. Deluxe Dylan, you did miss the minors already. We did a couple early on, and the minors spring training are done for the day. Those poor Crabs.
Boiled and
Sorry about that. Last day of quick play. We got Raptors Foxes 8-1 with the Raptors win. Arian with the win, Slipian with the loss, and Finreese with player of the game. Vandals lost here. 2 really hot teams right now, and Vandals hang on to win 5-2. Both teams trying to end the game though in the 9th inning. Digger with the hey, I get the win. Dugan with the loss, and Scott with player of the game. That's that stream luck there.
There you go.
Supernova Demons. Demons will win 10-3. Vaughn with the win, Torgleton with the loss, and Vaughn player of the game. Aviators Voyagers. Voyagers will just blank the Aviators. Sivart with the win, Jackson with the loss, and Grand Foreskin with player of the game. Apex and Toros. The Toros will be, you win huge here, 13-2. Carson with the win, Jordan with the loss, and Bauer with player of the game. Crabs Rigoroos here. Rigoroos also hanging 20 on the Crabs.
Oof.
Crabs may just be looking for the regular season to start here at this point. As Dick Shot takes the win, Maddox with the loss, and Geronimo with player of the game. Scorpions Stars. Scorpions have now lost 2 of their last 5.
Uh-oh.
But they'll hang on to win here against the Stars. Masato with the win, Line with the loss, Unitas with the save, and Barker with player of the game. Anything I can do to make it seem like the Scorpions are struggling, I will absolutely do that.
Well, Demons versus the Scorpions, last game of the stream.
Last featured game of spring training, and by all accounts, this should be Scorpions' game to lose here. They'll hang on to win 22 games in spring training, which I'm not sure based on previous spring trainings, but my guess is that's going to be a record here.
Yeah.
If not close to it.
I know I think the regular season, like the best start was I want to say Death Valley went 20-3 to start off the season. Something like that.
Pullman will strike out here. Lefebvre will fly out, and Sim will ground out to first. If DeVello is going to win this one, it's not going to be through the first inning. Grin's now up, and he'll fly out to center field. Tyler Colvin up to bat, and he's walking on a full count. Charlie Law now up here, trying to see if he can do anything with that runner on first, and just flies out to center field. Batting quick, will ground to third, will throw to first for the third out. James Love up to bat for the Scorpions, and he'll ground to third. Andrew Orem now up, and he's walking. With a runner on first, Willie Colin bounces it to short and can't turn two. Smitty Springfield now up, flies over to left field for the third out. Victor Herrera up for the Demons here and flies out to right field. Stretch Armstrong strikes out swinging. And Stacking Paper also strikes out swinging. To the top of the third we go here. First name, last name, strikes out looking. Peter LaFleur now up. Hits this one deep into center field. That's got some distance, but just not enough for the second out. Ian Fullman will just pop this one right back to the pitcher, for the third out. Bo Willis now up here for the Detroit Demons. Grounds to first, tosses to pitcher for the first out. Nichols and dimes, strikes out looking. Jake Grins also strikes out looking. To the top of the fourth we go here. Elliot Lefebvre will fly out to left field. Swan Zim now up. Hits this one deep to center field, and a nice diving catch by Stacking Paper. James Love now up, and Stacking Paper will make the catch for the third out. In the bottom of the fourth we go. Tyler Colvin now up, and he's got a lead-off hit.
First hit of the game.
Some great defense and pitching going on by both teams here. Charlie Law gets out for the double play. And
yeah, so sorry, go ahead.
You're up.
All right. Yeah, so a lot of goose eggs going on so far. There's one hit in the entire game as Orem will strike out for out number one here in the top of the fifth. Willie Colon grounding out to the third baseman. Yes, they get the throw in time. Smitty Springfield with two outs will pop out to the shortstop in shallow left field. Still 0-0 here as Victor Herrera is going to get the second hit of the game for Detroit to put a runner on. Stretch Armstrong caught, and runner from first advances to second. So one out, runner in scoring position, make that two outs. Stacking Paper will strike out. And Mo Willis will ground out. 3 runs and 0 hits for Kashima. If that's true, that's pretty crazy. First name, last name will strike out there. LaFleur with one out. Strikes out looking. And Fullman will ground out. And if you had Detroit and Death Valley going scoreless into the bottom of the sixth on your bingo card, go ahead and stamp that one. Nicholson Dimes getting a double there all the way to the wall with no outs. Jake Grins will strike out. It's one out, runner on second. Tyler Colvin will advance the runner as they ground out. And Charlie Love Jr. will strike out. So, still scoreless. We go to the top of the seventh. We have Elliot Lefebvre. Lefebvre says, I'm tired of getting no hit as one of the best teams in spring training history. And they get a double to the wall for the first hit of the game for Death Valley. And Sim will pop out to the center fielder, making a nice diving catch. And James Love is going to get a double to score the run. And just like that, Death Valley goes from being no hit deep into the game to all of a sudden taking a lead. In a typical Death Valley fashion, as Orem will ground out there. Willie Colon strike out for out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the 7th. And Mountain Quick will ground out to the shortstop, Victor Herrera. Victor Herrera, high fly ball, caught in left field. And Stretch Armstrong ground out to the second baseman. Net Gaines Jr. will strike out. Oh no, he's pitching. Never mind. I forgot he's a pitcher now. Space Springfield strikes out. First name, last name. Will strike out as well. Peter Lafleur to bat. Straight towards the first baseman for out number 3. So Death Valley, just 1 run here on 2 hits. Less hits than Detroit, but in the lead. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Detroit trying to scrape something across here. Ben's stack of paper is going to fly out to left field. Mo Willis checks their swing, and they don't hold up. So out number 2, Nicholson dimes past the first baseman into right field for a single. Jake Grids up to bat now with 2 outs. To the wall, that might score a run. Is the runner going to go for it? They do. And they're going to get a triple and be safe, so it's a tie game. Detroit trying to end Death Valley here on a sour note, as it's tie game going into the top of the 9th. And just like that, it's no longer a tie game. Fullman rips one out to right center, home run. It's 2-1.
I've never seen such bowl before.
Yeah, this is amazing, the kind of luck Death Valley is getting here in spring training. Just every time they need a run, it's right there. And Lefebvre makes it back to back, but nothing surprising coming out of Death Valley here. They seem to hit home runs whenever they need to. Back to back or whatever they manage. Sim will walk, so still no outs here. 3-1 Death Valley. James Love will strike out for out number 1. Andrew Orem, fly ball to right field, should be caught for out number 2. And Willie Colon now is gonna walk on 4 pitches. So Springfield pass ball advances the runners in the scoring position. Springfield still at the bat. And Springfield will load the bases on a walk. And first name, last name up to bat. Grounds out to the shortstop. So they score a couple of runs there on 2 solo shots, but nothing else. And now the game in Death Valley's hands here, as Detroit wants to equalize, and they'll get one. Make it 3-2 there on a home run from Axel Cloud. Looks like it kind of just snuck out of there, but I say that, and it went 410 feet. Mountain Quick here, no outs, down by 1. We'll ground out to the pitcher for out number 1, Victor Herrera. Victor Herrera! Off the wall, that's going to be a double. So, runner in scoring position. Tie game in scoring position. An amazing catch in right field by, looks like Lefebvre to keep the game from tying. And an excellent throw by the pitcher is going to keep the game 3-2 in the favor of Death Valley.
It's almost like Scorpions knew there that they needed to hit 2 solo shots too. Taking a look at the line score, Lefebvre going 2 for 4 with 2 runs. Over in Detroit, Herrera also going 2 for 4. Pitching scores here, almost a gem for Death Valley starting pitching here. Green going 4 innings, giving up no runs. Collins going 3.2, giving up no runs until Unitas almost blows the save. Actually, he does blow the save, giving up 2 runs for Death Valley. And Detroit starting pitching with no runs, but just the middle relief couldn't get it done, giving up 3 runs total here. Elliot Lefebvre will be the player of the game for the Scorpions. As we go around the league here, we got the Sloss taking out the Rigorous 12-4. Daring with the win, McDougal with the loss, and Wilson with player of the game. Stars will take out the Vandals here 1-0 thanks to a late 8th inning run by the Stars. McConnell with the win, Mann with the loss, Johnson with player of the game. Voyagers take down the Supernovas here. Scoreless game through 9 innings. I think I've seen that recently in playoff baseball as well.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Unfortunately, it was the away team that got the run this time instead of the home team.
Hmm.
For anyone watching, I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan. Please ask me how our offense has been.
Oh yeah,
Also, if you
now I
can
remember.
find them, that'd also be great. But 1-0 win here for the Voyagers. Sullivan with the win, Castillo with the loss. That sounds familiar as well. Fairborn with player of the game. Toros take down the Aviators 4-0. Spin rate with the win, Bankadian with the loss, Dupree with the save, and Carter with player of the game. And Crabs continue to just let it happen, and we'll see you in the regular season losing 15-1 to the Raptors. Lucas with the win, Kuromoki with the loss, and Chris King with player of the game. And Foxes are showing the Apex that they are the indeed superior expansion team here, winning 7-4. Vasala with the win, Otter with the loss, and Rove with player of the game. And that'll do it for spring training.
I'm Providence. I might just want to go to the next spring training, just get the season over with. If that's a preview of what's to come.
Conspiracy theory here. Providence got their 4th win and just wanted to lose out the rest of the regular season in fashion so they could have that 420 record.
Yep, I believe it. I believe it.
That would not shock me at all. But that'll do it for me and Diesel here. Diesel, I appreciate the co-host.
Yep. Glad to help out. It's cool to see a new streamer. So
It's cool to actually do this.
make sure
I'm
we get the index updated.
on Discord right now, trying to get that figured out.
Just go to Mr. Commissioner at the top, manager's office, commissioner's office. Everything should be right. Yeah, just go ahead and execute.
As I say, I know we checked that yesterday.
Yeah, no, you didn't change anything. So hit OK, and then yeah, you gotta let this run its course for a while. And once it's done, go ahead and click that link in how to upload. Once the upload is done, and should go to the what did I say? What am I trying to say? Should get updated on the index once that's all done.
Awesome.
So, getting that dough for the trainings, eh? Streaming's good money, although getting a lot more competitive with more people joining, but still a good source of money for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Make sure you claim that 4 million for the stream when you're done with this.
And I'm assuming there's a place I can do that.
Yeah, I can point it out to you later, but basically you go into bank and then job payouts and just add a reply saying 4 million for yeah, what would that be, 10-3 stream? Or
Awesome.
some people split if they have a co-host, but I don't need money, so take it for yourself, of course.
That'll definitely help get me into that Hall of Fame equipment since the raffle was totally rigged and I didn't win.
Yeah. Uh Man, I've been juicing up on the money since I can't buy like any expensive equipment or anything. I'm up to like 100 118 million or something crazy. Always hovered around the 40 mark, but I kind of inflated the last few seasons.
Awesome. You love to see it, DP arm. Glad he got that working again. And Dark, I think you're right. I think it is 4 mil for the host and 2 mil for the co-host.
Yeah, well, either way, don't worry about having to tag me. Do yourself. I don't need to know, but at least it future
Deep arm it'll be then.
deep part. Oh, just in case, because I'm kind of assuming the deep just new to the stream. I'll go ahead and we know I just have an OTP link, but that's just for people that are.
Yeah, if you're new here and want to get in on this action, see your name. Shut out the crabs 20-2.
Yeah.
Apparently it's really easy. Or if you want to be the difference maker on the crabs, stop giving up those 20 runs.
Watch the crabs go and dominate the regular season now, like that the guy last season gave up 20 runs and then shut out the crabs like a week later. That
I mean,
was kind of funny.
I'm just more worried about what's going on. They're like 2 years out of winning the championship and now having the worst record in spring training. That's got to be concerning.
Yeah, a little bit of a, I wouldn't say a hangover since that's not realistic, but more I think that team got to a point where they were just kind of holding on until they could finally win, and then once that happened, everybody just sort of took off and went to their recreates or other teams and whatnot. So I think they're still available because they've had a huge pool of rookies for a while. So I think they'll be solid in a couple of seasons. But yeah, probably taking a step back here. Like I probably compare it to like San Antonio in seasons like 14, 15, excuse me, 16, where they kind of had to take a step back and retool. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see where the crabs go in the future.
And I forget, who is your major league team?
I don't have one.
I'd say I know you're on the Mounties. I didn't know if you were a
Yeah, I'm on
fan of
the.
any.
Well, I'm always gonna be like partial to the Vandals and the Toros, because 9 seasons with the Vandals, and then my um. But really, I'm happy with whatever team, honestly, because um, I just wanna be on a good team and compete. But wherever I get drafted, I'll be happy.
Oh, gotcha. So there is the upload
Yeah,
on my end, and then should just
yeah. Then go ahead and click that link and let it load. And once it loads, it should be good to go.
it's loaded. I see a bunch of text here. Did it matter that I clicked it midway through the export?
No, it shouldn't make a big deal since you're uploading it now. And then
Alrighty.
it'll spin for a while. And once it stops spinning, it means it's uploaded.
Alrighty. I see it here. Stop spinning. It's now fully loaded, so looks like we are all set.
Make sure it's up to date. 416, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so all good.
And before I hit a button and crash everything.
Everything explodes.
As soon as I end the stream, that's when everything's gonna go bad.
Yeah.
Because
Boom.
then I won't be on camera for it. Thank you everyone for checking out tonight for the last of the spring training games. I'm Greg Digger Jr. and my co-host Diesel.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
It's been fun. It's good first stream.
Yeah.
Definitely
Solid.
Looking forward to the future.
Really looking out for your next stream. Let me see who's streaming week 1 day 1. I think that's yeah. So we're gonna have over the next week we'll have Tuesdays with AU Gold, Wednesday with Symmetric, Thursday with Plague, one of our new streamers, and then Saturday with me. And then yeah, we'll go on from there.
Alrighty. Have a great rest of your night, everyone.
Yep. Good night, and you too, Mr. Greg Digger Jr. So random user, however you want me to address you.